8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, how is it? Well, I still don't have appetite to go back to before the storm. I prefer to stay here. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know. I'm trying to make it full the entire screen. Fill probably the entire screen. What is regional? Let's go with. I'm gonna take Magikoopa. Let's see what is regional. So here I'm playing only with London, not Squeaky. So regional versus global marker 8. Not quite sure. Let's go pilot. Okay, these are Europeans. I'm not quite sure what it says here. Ah, so regional is just playing with Europeans. Maybe these videos are boring, I don't know. I can't engage with better content these days. I'm just exhausted. I sleep very badly. That's the best I can do and the best that I can enjoy. At least we played my level. Well, anyways, I didn't have the time to see the levels. What did I select? It's an okay level, so if they select it, I'm okay. I also like this with the caterpillar. Let's wait for more layers. King Bull Lake. King Bull Lake is a little bit difficult. Okay. So this character is called Magikoopa and he is the right hand of Bowser. He's a very good character, very funny. He's like his assistant, pretty much. And yeah, as his name implies, he is doing magic. He has a staff. He is doing magic. He's a wizard. And of course he's a Koopa, so he is a turtle, like the Koopas, but he's a Magikoopa, he's a magician, he's a wizard. Oh god. Yep, we'll play my level. This is the island of Yoshi. Yoshi's Island, I think is the name. I am not really familiar with the saga of Yoshi. Yoshi is the dinosaur. He is a pet of Mario. He climbs on his back. He's using his tongue to navigate in the levels. He is very important in the Mario Bros. Deluxe game. I've played with him only twice, I think, in the Mario Bros. I haven't really played Mario Bros. It's quite difficult. Quite difficult of a game. Also, it has the old, like, style of game. That is, no saving point, checkpoint. It also, like, when you play, you have to continue until you reach the finish line of the chapter you play. Let's say, like here, you can't pause, you have to finish. That's how it works in Mario Bros. It really has the old school technology in gaming, like Pac-Man and stuff. But I don't know his saga a lot. I only know what I told you. He has an egg. It cracks open, he is inside, he is a dino, he has a lot of colors on him, he is like a pet of Mario, a very good friend of Mario, and also he is the most favorite character in the franchise from people. Kids love Yoshi, they have him in the things, stickers, teddy bears, everything. They absolutely adore Yoshi. They adore him. Now the funny part is King Boo is the most popular character in Japan. So Yoshi is worldwide. Japan has King Boo. I am saying this because the King Boo story is a little bit funny. King Boo in his native tongue, aka Japanese, has a different name. He's called King Teresa, if I pronounce the name correctly. If you are a Japanese watching this, I'm sorry guy, I'm a Greek, I'm a European, no idea how to pronounce your country's language. But it's like the name Teresa we call it, like you remember the Teresa Varma Costa. It's exactly the same spelling in Latin keyboard. Teresa, it's called a ghost in Japanese. So the creator of Mario decided, what the heck, that's the same levels, going back, yep. Let's go here. Let's take Yoshi. That's Yoshi. You can have him in colors. I play with the pink Yoshi. Did you see what he did with his tongue? I'll show you one more time. That's what he's doing in the game with Mario Bros, and he helps Mario climb faster and higher. I haven't mastered him yet though. When he was translated to English and the Americans saw the Latin, they realized that the name is quite close with the female name Teresa. So they said we have to change how he's branded here in the US and in the West society in general, Europe and America. So the creator changed his name to Boo. So in Japanese you will know this Ghost as Teresa, aka Ghost. That's how the Japanese know him, Ghost, King Ghost. The Europeans know him as Boo, King Boo, aka the noise you do when you are a ghost, Boo, like scary, scary shit, Halloween. And yeah, that's the thing with King Boo. Yeah, he's in front of us, as you can see. Yeah, that's King Boo. I can play with him too. I always play with King Boo. He's my favorite character. Like Boo in general, like the ghost, the little ghost is my favorite character. Not because I was a Nemo and I like such stuff. Yeah, the truth is I really like such shit, but no. I like him because he is very cute. He is very sweet. I like how he, like that fat round little ghost with the tongue and like the funny sound and stuff. I think he's really cute and yeah, he's my favorite character. He is the most popular character in Japan, in Mario universe. At least the last time I checked he was. And the last time I checked as well, Yoshi was #1 in Europe and America. There isn't a character of Mario that I don't specifically like. I like everybody. I have raced with all characters, I think. There is another lore about Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong was the original game from which Mario originated. There he was Jumper Man, something like that. That was his name, I think. He was having a hammer as the Donkey Kong game we were playing the other day with the gifts here on Nintendo for YouTube. And Mario was trying to save one of the characters in the saga. Her name today is Pauline. She used to be the Princess Peach of the 1970s, the late 1970s, early 1980s. She was the love interest of Mario. Now it is Princess Peach, and Daisy, Princess Daisy is the love interest of Luigi as far as I remember. I am mostly familiar with Luigi's saga as far as the King Boo Mansion is concerned. I know that he is a detective / ghost hunter. He's working for Professor Rigard. That's it. But about now, like Pauline and Donkey Kong, the story originally was about a gorilla that's trying to abduct, I think, a woman. I don't really remember the game. And when he's doing that, he is confronted by Mario, who loves Pauline, and he's trying to save her from Donkey Kong, obviously. And Donkey Kong is throwing barrels who have occasional dynamite, and he's saving them for Mario. He's throwing to Mario many of them in each level that passes. And well, when Mario reaches the top part, Pauline is again taken by Donkey Kong and Mario is left behind. That is just if you haven't played the game, because I know that in China it was banned, so not many things imported from Japan back then in the 1980s, so I don't know if you have played the game, but you can play it online on Google. If you Google Donkey Kong first game, you can play it somewhere. It's quite accessible today, obviously from the laptop and shit, tablet. So back in the days, okay, the name of the gorilla was Donkey Kong, and he was supposed to be the protagonist before Mario took over. And the producer of Donkey Kong, the Japanese guy that made the video game, wanted to name the gorilla something American, I think. I just say off the top of my head what I remember about the saga, because I had asked to to take me for honeymoon in the Mario Park in Japan, Kyoto. Kyoto, Osaka, where was it? I don't remember. Anyways, I think Osaka. Okay, we hit them. Okay. So what they did was they had watched the film named King Kong, and they thought legit that this is how you say in English gorilla or something like that. I think this is what they thought, like Kong, that the Kong means gorilla. That's what I think. And I don't really remember it very well. That's a reality. I remember that the Japanese producer of the game thought that donkey in English means monkey, not like how you call that as well, ass. Ass is another medieval English word. Yeah, today it's called bat. The same thing when you say it, you say bat. No, back in the days in Shakespearean English, ass meant donkey. Back in Shakespearean English, ASS was donkey, ARSE was bat. They changed that over the years, probably accent I suppose, but back then it was donkey. So what I think that would be the last foul play. Wildwoods, cheap beach. Yep. So he did it, and when it was time to be translated in American English, the Americans were confused why a monkey is called donkey, and they asked him, and after the explanation they understood that the guy thought that the name was actually monkey, and he decided to keep it. He thought it was cool as it was, so he kept the name, and now he is Donkey Kong, and it's actually a title. The lore has it that Donkey Kong is a title, and the first Donkey Kong, let's put it that way, the one that Mario was chasing in the game, was Cranky Kong, who is now in his 70s in human age, and he was a monkey that has a kingdom in the jungle, and since then he has a son who is the current Donkey Kong. The Donkey Kong that we see today in the games is not the same, therefore, as the one that they had back in the 80s. It's the son of that Donkey Kong. The other one is the king of the island of the bananas. And Donkey Kong Jr. is always accompanied by a smaller monkey called Diddy Kong, who sometimes I think is his nephew, sometimes he's just a friend, but Donkey Kong is supposed to be the prince of the island and the king is Cranky. So I think the entire saga is quite interesting. He used to be the primordial, I can say, villain of the franchise, but after the demise of that game, he says the franchise, he apologized to Mario and Pauline, he made amends, now he is a fellow friend, and that's why in the movie, if you saw the movie, something tells me you have seen the movie, in the movie he aids Princess Peach and her cause. It's quite different a little bit, I would say, from the games. In the games, if he was asked in a game version, he would answer immediately because he's supposed to be a friend now, not an ally, not a foe. But in the film, to make it more enjoyable, they made it as if he's actually like a Switzerland type of like a kingdom, and they need negotiations to help you. They are not like natural allies or enemies either. And after he was replaced, as you can imagine, they created Bowser and the Koopas, and now they are the main force behind the bad guys, the game, and the franchise, of course. But the point is that the main bad guy of Mario is Bowser. The main bad guy of Luigi is King Boo. That's how they did it. I'll play a last one. Yep. The truth is, I would prefer to play the Dry Bones level. Hope we will play that one. Yeah, thank you. I wanted to play that level. Okay, 3 for Canada, France, Japan. What was that? I didn't see. And then United Kingdom myself. Guatemala, I think. No. That's the Dry Bones level. Dry Bones is the obviously Dry Bones version of like what's called Koopa, Koopa Troopa. There are also the Para Bones version, which is the flying one. I think Para in Japanese means flying wing, something like that. Yeah, I know a little bit of Japanese, but not as fluently as Chinese. I can make sentences, full sentences in Chinese, and I can read properly. In Japanese, I can't speak. I can only recognize several words, several idioms, I suppose. I know some of the idioms because of the franchise of Mario. So yeah, you are taught a little bit the culture when you play the game, inevitably, and that's really good. I really like Japan, to be honest. Yeah, the full Japanese sentences I can speak are from the song of Heidi, that Yugata no Uta. The flow of the language really reminds me of Greek because they are very much consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. And yeah, but Dry Bones is the obviously Dry Bones version of like the what's it called? The Koopa Troopa, I remember. And yeah, some fans have speculated that maybe there is more to Dry Bones than it meets the eye, because whenever he dies, he reassembles himself and he comes back to life, and this is very much close with Ezekiel's vision of Israel. And fans have speculated, and I am one of them, that maybe the creator of like the game saw somewhere the biblical verse or was familiar with it and the chapter of Ezekiel, and he decided to make it somehow canon in the lore of Mario, because this is exactly how it is portrayed in the Bible. And the fans, we fans say that he looks identical to Ezekiel, and that probably he wanted to make like dead guys kind of, but I have seen Japanese people saying it doesn't really remind them of their mythology, it seems alien because it's a cute skeleton and it has like a good meaning, he doesn't really die, it's not really a ghost like Boo, he is bones but he's cute and he resembles and like it has like this positivity of hope and resurrection into it, like even Japanese people say that like it's different from their culture, so them fans and all of us global fans think probably he was inspired by Ezekiel to do dry bones because he's definitely like we can say the undead version, it's not dead version, it's an undead version of King Koopa Troopa, and Bowser obviously is the king of the Koopa. And another lore that the fans have, like this is one of them, another lore that we have is maybe a character named Side Guy who is wearing a jacket. He's like with a red jacket and he's shying away because his name is Shy Guy and bulls usually are shy when you look at them. The bulls, they shy away, they don't look at you and they blush. The fans speculate that Shy Guy is the living version of King Boo and the Bulls, and makes sense I suppose on the surface, but I don't think they are the same person. I think they are more quite similar, they share like this, I suppose, Japanese cultural thing. Like this shyness is quite prevalent in Japanese media, like the characters, the like even the women that they portray in the media usually I have like this shyness, even in Heidi you can see that, like Clara has very much this element. I think it's something that maybe it's encouraged, maybe it's prevalent, maybe cultural norm, maybe the women are like that, I don't know, but I can see it, and many fans have pointed that they have like this shyness in the game, many like characters. Maybe that's the reason, I suppose, but I don't know, I think it's really cute. Now, if I prefer Japanese culture instead of Chinese, I don't think I mind either because I would say equal because for I would say both because they are um, like they are something different from my culture. That's what I would say. They are very different from me, and I like that. Let's take that dry bones for a last level. Okay. Um, they are different from me. They something I haven't seen. They haven't felt in a while. You know. Why? Because Europeans don't usually watch cartoons in their older ages, and um, Japan has that tradition with anime, which Europeans try to imitate now. They try to normalize watching cartoons as an older person. They always did, but they feel ashamed that they are not adults enough, and Japanese people do it. They even have the hentai, I told you the other day what that is. So that's quite different from my culture, and I like it very much because I would like my culture to be like that and not shy away. Oh, you are 18 plus, don't watch cartoons anymore, you have to watch adult films with actors and beautiful music, beautiful scenery, artistic vision and stuff. Like I feel like they have more like freedom to be kids back in Japan without being framed as immature or something, or like childish behavior or whatever. and I like that because I don't like. I like adult movies. Like am I giving the wrong name here? I mean like with actors. That's what I mean. Like I guess I like some movies, but they are not my main cup of tea. I prefer cartoons. Cartoons. I prefer anime. I prefer childish things myself. I like the colors. I like the flow. I think it's more artistic. I don't really like with actors because I feel older when I watch them, and I don't want to feel older. I want to feel like kid. So I prefer that with Japanese. I know that you guys have two manga and shit. Um, so if I had to ask about my personal taste, I would probably have to pick Japan because it has Mario, and like you have Mario, yeah, you have my heart a little bit, but I don't see stuff like that. I don't see them this way. I don't see people like, oh, pick and choose. Like for me, China is my country, so it doesn't really count like that anymore. So I won't pick anybody's side. I won't pick this or that. But if you ask me who is closer to my taste, movies like aesthetic, Mario, yeah, Japan I suppose, but um, they seem like in their Asianness they seem more European. They are closer to us. That's why we are interested to them. I don't know how to describe it. It's like they, for a European person, especially if they come from my country or many Mediterranean countries, they are how we would like to be, but we can't because the society doesn't want us to be like that. The dressing code, like the kawaii, the clothing I do that you like, especially comes from Japan. It's a combination of Victorian clothing, English Victorian clothing with anime kawaii. That's what it is. I know that because it's my style. Um, the pastel little girl who is barely an adult, like 18 years old, aesthetic, like teenager aesthetic, that aesthetic, like high school probably. Yeah, it is a mix of Europe and Asia. That's why we like that. It is how we would like to be. But apart from that, I don't mind the, you know, anything. I like both. I like both, and China is the mother of Asia, anyways. Like they gave a lot of things to Asia as a continent. So yeah. Anyway, so that will be the game for today. Hope you enjoyed, and love you. Hope you contact me. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Oh my God, what the fuck?